Every master was once a beginner. Every master was once a beginner. That's true. Extend some kindness to yourself. Practice kindness, but start everything you do in the mirror. Practice dedication, but start it in the mirror. All of the advice that you have to give and all of the things that you have to say them to yourself first. Say them and repeat them to yourself. Be encouraging. Be encouraging to the mirror first. Be dedicated. Be loyal. Oh, I hear everybody talk about this loyalty. Be loyal. But be loyal to yourself first. How can you go out in this world and show all this loyalty, all this dedication, all of this greatness if you are not great to yourself first? Welcome in, you guys. Thank you very much. Hey you. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Montoya and I am a lifestyle strategist. We are embarking and ending and really getting toward the end of this habit change. Changing habits saves lives, you guys. And you have to be worthy enough to know that you're worthy enough. You have to already have that within to allow it to shine and reign on the outside. We've talked about habit change. We've talked about making goals. We've talked about, making decisions. But you have to be strong enough, and your reasons have to be strong enough to keep you in your desired goal. What are the reasons you're making this goal? What are the reasons you're doing? Is it money? Because money is real. It can go away fast. The faster you make it, the faster you spend it. That is the true in all money fields. If you make cash and you spend cash, the faster you make it, the faster it goes. Everybody knows that. So money can't be it can be. I mean, nobody's telling you that, you can't make a goal for money. Yes, you can. You can make a goal for whatever it is that you're willing to go hard for and stay focused in. So that goal and that desire and the reasons, the motivation has to be strong enough to keep you to the end of that goal. And if money is the desire, baby, I go. But if happiness is the desire, happiness is something that you have to start within. If traveling is the desire, you want to travel the world, you want to go places, you want to see things, you want to be everywhere. As long as the reason and the motivation is strong enough to keep you in the goal, and you know that you're worthy enough to have that. I love the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I want to tell you a story. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was for quite some time. And I've lived a life of who I thought I was and what was working for me for a very long time. And I lived that life because it worked for me and I didn't have a reason to change it until I had a reason to change it. In that, I got married, I had some kids, in that lostness, in that not knowing who I was or where I was going. And then I felt like my worth was making them happy. Or not even them, as a as a whole unit, making him happy. My whole goal in life was making him happy, and it made me so unhappy. And I found out many years later, it didn't make him happy. So I can remember asking him, what do you want? But you have to remember that if you don't know who you are, come closer, listen, rewind it, play it back. Jojo! If you don't know who you are, you're probably attracted to other people that don't know who they are. So this person that you're trying to please and telling you what it is that they want or need or like or have to have, probably don't know who they are. So all of the things that they're feeding you and telling you that they like and want and need and have to have, probably ain't the truth. Because you have to spend time with you to know who you are. And you can't make the goals and plans of a person that you don't know. So you cannot create this magic world of making someone happy and they don't know who they are. You can't do it. It's not possible. You can't do it. It's not going to happen. So you can ask them what they need, what they want, who they are, why they are, and you can ask them what you can do for them, and they can tell you a surface of what you can do for me, but they don't know who they are because you don't know who you are. So you're attracting other people that don't know who they are. So you're going in this circle of not knowing who you are, attracting other people that don't know who they are, and living this miserable life. So then a year, 2 years later, if you stick with this, whatever it is that you're in, if you stick to it, if you are in it and you notice that things aren't at their happiest, things are not at their best, things are not going well, and you say, what's wrong? I've been doing what you told me you needed, you wanted, you liked, you had to have. I've been doing those things. And then they say, or you say, well, that ain't what I want. I need this too now. So then you do A, B, C, D, and then you implement E. And if you're in it long enough, and they come back around and you say, you're so unhappy. What's going on? I'm doing A, B, C, D, and E. That's what you told me you needed. That's what you told me you wanted. And then they stand in your face and say, well, maybe that ain't what I wanted or needed at all. That happened to me. That happened to me because I didn't know who I was. And I attracted people that didn't know who they were. And in my not knowing who I was only trying to please what they told me that they were. But because they didn't know who they were just giving me surface runaround of trying to please this ghost phantom happiness that ain't there. Because if you don't know who you are, you cannot make the plan or the goal of a person that you don't know. And if they don't know who they are, then they can't make the plan or goal for a person that they don't know who they are. So they're feeding you bullshit, and you don't know who you are, so you're taking in the bullshit. And then you take time, they take time to align themselves with, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? What am I here for? And what am I going to do with it? And in that alignment, or in your alignment, then you start to ask and get for exactly what it is that you know that you want and you need, because you know who you are. So stop trying to be something that they tell you that they need or want. You don't know what you need or want. So why would they know what they need or want? Take a minute to find out who you are. What are you here for? And what are you going to do with it? All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Be easy. Stay sucker free. That's in the mirror too. It all starts in the mirror. It all starts in the mirror. When you say, I'm going to live a sucker free day. Are you the sucker? Release yourself.